I am an urban youth.
I am an urban youth.
I live among the social problems of mankind.
Among the social problems of mankind.
Poverty. Theft. Murder.
Rape.
Abandonment.
So easily entangled and let us throw them first again. The race marked out for us.
As an American, I think the greatest area of concern for our country within our borders is our inner cities.
We've come to realize that to really make a difference, a lasting difference in the inner city, we need to raise up African American leaders.
And everybody's saying the same thing, that there is a deficit of strong leadership at all levels in our country.
We want to raise up leaders who are Christ-centered leaders, leaders who will come back and practice the principles of Scripture, that will have them be a daddy, that will have them avoid the pitfalls because they got caught up doing something in their youthful years that they now pay for the rest of their life.
I think we need leaders to help shape structure and point the direction where other people can go. One generation should be impacting the next generation.
My name is Antoine Mack. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I've been coming to Kids Across America since I was 14 years old. I am now the director of Kids Across America 1, among other things. Probably like most kids, I came to camp just wanting to play basketball and swim and, you know, talk to girls or something like that. That's probably what every kid has on their mind. But it was so much more.
We believe that every child that walks in the gates of Kids Across America is a born leader that's yet to be awakened.
Most of these young people have never, ever heard that kind of thing. In fact, they haven't heard very much positive oftentimes in their life about themselves.
Woo! One more. You're going to get it really good. Yes! I told you.
The environment many of our kids come from is very similar to the environment I grew up in. Kids growing up without the guidance of a parent, they're absent in a sense of engaged in helping kids navigate the opportunities on the street. It makes it tough. And a kid who has dreams and aspirations because they're kids, they're just like everybody else, but they can't see how to attain those. It's easier to sell them the lie that, come on man, get involved in this hustle, and this hustle will be your way out.
The number one marker for a kid deciding to go in the right direction is a loving, caring adult.
We hire about 450 of the nation's top college athletes and students from about 450 universities all across America who all model Christ-centered biblical principles to some 6,300 inner city kids and 1,000 urban group leaders who come through our gates from about 450 cities all across America.
I've never seen a boy go bad who had at least one good adult friend. And I believe it's true with all my heart. So you get counselors who believe that. And you get these small group of kids around a man or woman like that who's passionate about God and about building leaders. And then you believe in that kid until he believes in himself.
He loves you so much that he sets you aside specifically with purpose and destiny.
A kid doesn't always know who they are, even what they're going to be when they get older. But if that adult presence, that older person, projects a positive image of that kid will strive for that positive image.
What makes a leader, I think, is first recognizing and telling that young person that they potentially can be a leader, and then stay with them. Stay with them through their growing up years, stay with them to see that they get the college education they need, and then help them find where God would have them minister.
This week before you get on that bus, if you don't understand that fully, you might not ask more questions.
And so it's taken a 9-year-old, and again, dreaming a dream and seeing a vision in that 9-year-old that he was born to be a leader. And then KAA's developed all these steps along the way. And yeah, KAA 1 for younger kids, that's a step. And then they have these year-round Bible study trainings, like Champions for men and like Women of Destiny for the ladies. And then they have the Higher Ground Camp. And then you've got the counselor role. And then you've got Dana Thomas and Marvin who are taking these young men, these young ladies, and finding a college experience for them. And then a Kanakuk Institute experience where they can come here and they can train for a year to get a postgraduate degree. And then Dana continues to oversee that they're placed into Christian ministries like Urban K-Life. But with each different person, there has been another step in this process of taking a 9-year-old and growing that young man or that young woman into a Christian leader who's back in the neighborhood, changing the neighborhood for Christ. That is the beauty and that is the distinctness of the Kids Across America vision.
When I started in urban youth ministry in the 1980s, one of the things that stood out to me is that camp was just a very unique place to get kids to make decisions. And decisions are probably the key for kids to change the course of a life.
We saw firsthand what a great job they were doing with the Kids Across America program. Payne, one of his biggest things that he wanted to do was to make a difference in other people's lives, people that were less fortunate than we were.
We are the first tee of the Ozarks, the Payne Stewart Memorial Golf Facility at Kids Across America camps. And we get to expose a lot of our kids to the game of golf and teach them the 9 core values, the first tee 9 core values: honesty, integrity, sportsmanship, all those things that are so inherent in the game of golf. But we get some tough kids. We get some really tough, hard kids, and they've got some serious walls built up. But over the course of 8 days, you start seeing those come down. We have our staff and our counselors are constantly encouraging these kids, telling them, hey, you know what, you can do great things with your life. You can make a difference.
Quiet on the T-set, quiet on the T-set, quiet on the T-set! Shh! These kids are desperate for hope. They're desperate for meaning. They're desperate to have someone come alongside, put an arm around them, and love them and encourage them. They get a chance to experience things here at camp that they would never get to experience otherwise.
And Kids Across America can bring that leadership quality out of that child in a safe environment. All it does is just increase their self-esteem so much that when they do come home, they, come home wanting to do more and be more.
I saw Kids Across America early on as a platform that helped kids make decisions that literally changed the course of their life. It's Christ-centered, and so we're talking about people having a new heart, therefore they can have a new life.
I am an urban youth.
I am an urban youth.
I live among the social problems of mankind.
But I will not be defeated.
I will rise above my environment.
Jesus Christ died to save me, not only from my own sins,
but the sins of others as well.
I can forgive those who wrong me.
I can serve those who offend me.
And where do I learn of this Jesus and his ways?
But where do I see people who live like him?
A camp.
A camp called KAA.